Okay, shall we start? So before I closed the last session, I was talking to you about two or three small but very important components of Brainia. So we'll just try to have a small recall and then we will continue with another very important component of Brainia. See, to start with, I told you we discussed what about the sphere of action, the elements from two small components. Okay, so quickly we'll see how much of it you have understood, and from then we'll look into the present component. So acting on mucous membrane, what will Brainia do? You can either unmute or you can type. Yes, very good. Good. I'll be happy if you are. Don't be like Brainia. Brainia is generally very slow, very dull, and very lazy fellow. Don't be like Brainia. Okay, though we are doing Brainia with due respects. So very good, trainers. And which part of our body Brainia will act and it will cause effusion? Which is that part it will act, and then the end result will be effusion. Very good, serous membrane. Keep it up, good. Now the third area Brainia also acts will be on the dash. It will act on very good joints. Good. So now we look at the elements from. I was talking to you about the ailments, and I was trying to tell you about the in what causes hiccups in Brainia. What causes hiccups? What is the ailments from? Very good. Anger is the ailment. Very good. And what causes nausea? What is the ailment which causes nausea in Brainia? Very good, beautiful, Meghana, sun. And which was the only other remedy I told you in brackets? Which was the only other remedy? Which can cause very good carbohydrate, beautiful, good carbohydrate. Okay, and chagrin. What is the effect of chagrin? What is the symptom they come up with because of chagrin? Yes, very good. They come up with headache. Good, Madhusudan. Now, what is the effect of fright in Brainia? What What is the effect of fright? Fright causes what? Fright will cause very good. Gangotri. Sleeplessness. Yes, Vasundhara also has the same answer. Good. One more very important thing. Other than sleeplessness, I told it is the only remedy which will cause. Yes, good. Painful stiffness of the extremities. Beautiful. Good. So I'm happy. You could recall and answer the questions. Any doubts in Brainia? Whatever we have done. Do you have anything to ask? Anything to ask? Okay. So all the things told are clear. Yeah, see, Chinmay asked us a question, and which I also try to tell you was a very tricky question. How will you interpret suppressed menses from ironing? Uh, Fortunately, till date, though I am into homeopathic practice from quite some time, I have not got it. Or must be they would have come, but I would have missed it. I am not very sure. But as a budding homeopath, you need to understand there are various causes for amenorrhea. Okay, and you'll be surprised to see, like for example, getting feet wet can also cause loss of menses, absence of menses, or fright, fear, anger. A lot of emotions can bring in loss of, I mean, absence of menses. Now, one thing that you see in Brainia is that ironing, you know, can also bring in what absence of menses. Okay, so it could be that heat, or it could be that exertion. Fine. So valid question, but if you are lucky and if they come to your clinic and they give you the cause, and the cause is ironing, which many of them wouldn't think of. Okay, if you are smart and if you could connect to that ailment, Brainia can do wonders. Okay, hope I'm clear. See, a lot of things happen, and you'll be surprised. When you only visit in clinic, you'll realize that they are all true, and it is possible that these things can do happen. You know that you should have some exposure, but it is possible. Right? So, thanks for asking this question, so that we have some interaction. Yeah, we'll go ahead. See, we'll look at any more questions before I take up the characteristic symptoms. Again, very important. Any more questions? Okay. Yeah, no problem. Once you start getting questions, you can get back to me. No issues. Now we'll come to the important part of brainia. Now the characteristic symptoms, which are the rare, the peculiar, the uncommon. See, these symptoms, they will have a lot of value in prescribing. So we'll look at those symptoms which are very, very characteristic. What we already saw under sphere of action, I just explained that this remedy will cause a lot of dryness. And I also told you where exactly you see dryness. Dryness mainly in the mucous membrane. Okay, mucous membrane of the gastrointestinal tract or mucous membrane of the respiratory tract. Okay, so you see that the tongue can be excessively dry. Okay, and this dryness, because of this dryness, what you also see is the discharges are very, very scanty. For example, a bryonia cough, will not be very productive, because bryonia acting on the mucous membrane of the respiratory tract, it will cause dryness. So you'll have more of dry cough in bryonia. Similarly, the tongue will not be moist. The tongue will be dry. Okay. You'll also observe that bryonia, though it also has diarrhea, it will have more of constipation. We'll try to explore a little later. So the first point I want to highlight here is more of dryness. Dry eyes, dry nose, dry tongue, fine. Dryness everywhere. That was the first point. Apart from dryness, what you also see, which is very, very characteristic, is bryonia, slightest movement in bryonia, it will aggravate. Okay. For example, if you read Kent says, bryonia will sleep like a log. Bryonia will sleep like a log. Slightest movement, small movement can bring in aggravation. See, he just wants to lie down. I told you, they're very indolent, lazy people. They just want to lie down. Slight movement will aggravate their complaints. Okay, this is the second characteristic symptom, and they're better by absolute rest. They're all similar. Motion aggravates, better by absolute rest. See the beauty, they have not mentioned motion aggravates. If you keenly observe, so nicely they have mentioned least motion, meaning small movement. If patients so nicely they come to a clinic and tell, for example, when they have fever, when they come to us, or when the attenders they tell, sir, they'll not like to be disturbed, sir. Even a small movement, even opening eyes for them is a big pain. So least motion aggravates, absolute rest ameliorates. Third characteristic symptom. And fourth very important thing, see ailments from, you saw that it will cause a lot of headache. Okay. And a very good remedy for pain. So in this characteristic symptom, we'll try to understand what is the character of pain. Okay. See pain, there are different ways of describing bryonia pain. But if you look at our old Materia Medicas, Kent's, Boric, Allen's, right? Clark, what is highlighted there is bryonia will have stitching type of pain. Stitching pain, pricking pain, and splitting pain. They say when they have headache, they say, sir, I feel the head will split. The head will split. Splitting, stitching, pricking pain, or bursting pain. I have shown you that balloon. All images taken from Google Images. I have shown you that balloon which is blown, and that prick will burst. So bursting type of headache is again very characteristic in bryonia. So headaches and this, see, pressure. Now, I mean, must be repeated. It will come in the end also. Pressure ameliorates. For example, they have headache or they have some muscular pains. So when the wife, mother, daughter, sons, friend, somebody when they press or they themselves pressing may not be very practical, but pressure ameliorates in bryonia. Now, why pressure ameliorates? Pressure prevents movement. Pressure prevents movement, and pressure also stops or prevents the flow of blood to the congested part. This is one reason why they feel better by pressure. Arnica also will have pains, but arnica will not allow you to touch. Touch aggravates in arnica. Okay, but bryonia wants to be very properly pressed. Pressure ameliorates. Okay, so not only pressure, we'll see what else we have. I was talking to you about bryonia. I'll share a small case. Though it happened somewhere in March, one gentleman came to me with fever, and he had something cold 3 days back, and slowly after 3 days the fever develops. Now, what do you understand from this situation? So he had something cold, ice cream, something he drank cold, and after 3 days, slowly he sets up and he comes up with body pains, and slowly fever sets in. Now, what you understand here is, though he drank something cold 3 days back, he did not immediately suffer. Now, this is a very valid point in bryonia. Bryonia will have slow onset. If he had cold, now the other day we had a patient who was telling, "Sir, I did not even finish half of my ice cream. I could feel the pain in my throat. I could feel that I'm getting sick." Can this be bryonia? You're getting my point? Can this be bryonia? This can't be bryonia, because in bryonia, he will first eat, he will first take something, and slowly it will build up and he will land up with complaints. Now, this girl was trying to tell me, when I was eating ice cream, I could feel, my throat was paining and I knew I'd get a fever. I was feeling feverish. Here it is more sudden. Okay. The case I explained to you, 3 days after which he comes to me with body pains, that was slow. Okay. So there I had given bryonia. And this girl who was eating ice cream and all, it's more of aconite, it's more of belladonna picture. Sudden it will come. Okay. So symptoms which come very slowly, symptoms which will have a very slow onset, insidious onset, you can think of bryonia. I hope the insidious onset part is clear to you. Complaints which develop very slowly. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll see what else we have. Yeah, from the image, uh, again, thanks to Google Images. See, now you know what I'm trying to talk. Can somebody quickly interpret the image, the reason? What is this that you have here? Very good. Constipation, Madhusudan. Yes, now why do they have constipation in Bryonia? Why do they have constipation? Why do they have constipation? Yes, stools are hard. Absolutely right. Agreed. Yes, good. There is dryness of the mucous membrane, because of which you see constipation. Very good. Hard stools, very dry stools. They have to see so nicely explained in your books. Large, hard, dark, dry as if burnt. When a wooden piece is burnt, fine, and it is devoid of all the moisture, that kind of dryness is what you see here. And no inclination to pastels. Understand each word, they are very characteristic. See, no inclination means they don't feel like passing stools. 2 days, 3 days, bryonia will not get an urge to pass stools. Okay, bryonia. We'll discuss more in detail under particulars. Now, what is this lady doing here? This lady is pressing something. Breast, mammary, mastitis, breast is stony hard, it is very painful. See, she has to support her breast to walk. You're getting this point? Small movement, small walking can cause pain in her mammae. So she has to literally hold her mammae or support her mammae and she has to walk. Mastitis, very important remedy. Bryonia. And we were talking of dryness. So naturally, when there is dryness, what will be the character of thirst? The thirst will be excessive, increased thirst. Okay, increased thirst for large quantities and at large intervals. So this is very important. We have many remedies in our homeopathic materia medica. Thirst for small quantity and thirst for large quantities. Okay, so Bryonia has thirst for large quantities and at large intervals. So once if it drinks 1 liter or 3 glasses, 2 glasses, next 1 to 1.5 hours, you will not feel like drinking. Exactly opposite to arsenic amal. Arsenic amal will sip. He will take one sip, and after 10 minutes, he feels like taking another sip, small quantities. So if you understand the homeopathic materia medica properly, there will be absolutely no scope for confusion. Sir, 30 remedies, 50 remedies, 300 remedies, it is confusing. No. Similia similibus curanter, one. And everything is individualistic. Okay. So understanding materia medica properly will not give scope for any confusion. In Bryonia, thirst is for large quantities and at large intervals. Okay. Again, probably one or two last symptoms, characteristic symptoms. Vicarious menstruation. Now, what is vicarious menstruation? See, there are women who have a tendency to bleed from other orifice. Okay, they'll not bleed through vagina. Fine. Okay, so it is not that menses is happening in other orifice. Don't come and conclude with your own ideas and theories. What you need to understand is during the time of menses, the lady might have either bleeding through nose or bleeding motions, but there will be no menses. So bleeding from any other orifice other than the natural orifice, meaning the vaginal orifice. Okay, so this is what we call it as vicarious menstruation. And Bry is one top remedy for vicarious menstruation. Okay, yeah, pressure we just covered, must be a repetition. The last part here is what Bryonia likes in eating. He generally likes drinking cold things, which I have just mentioned, and desires meat, desires shellfish, oysters. And what is it that Bryonia does not like is aversion to fat. Aversion to fat. Okay. So few characteristic symptoms starting with dryness, absolute rest ameliorates, least movement aggravates, vicarious menstruation, constipation, thirst, fine. The character of pain, okay. Why pressure ameliorates. These are all what becomes very important for us. And this is how the patient will come to your clinic tomorrow. So a sound knowledge of PQRSL characteristic symptoms are again very, very important. Now, before I close, do you have any questions to ask? Next class, I'll talk to you about the mind of Bryonia, very important. And if time permits, we'll talk of the particular symptoms of Bryonia. It's a polycrest remedy. Uh, you got lot of symptoms related to what Bryonia. So it might take some time, but we'll go systematically. Now, what is vicarious menstruation? See, vicarious menstruation, to keep it simple, is a lady will bleed from some other orifice. I just gave an example. There will be bleeding through the nose. When is the bleeding? That bleeding will happen at the time of menses. But what is that you also see here is the menstrual bleeding is not happening. Okay, instead of the menstrual bleeding, the lady will have bleeding through her nose. So this is vicarious menstruation. I hope whoever asked it was Neeraja, if I'm right. Neeraja, is that clear? Good. If it is clear, any more questions? Okay. So kindly go through Kent's, beautifully described in Kent's, and you can also go through a small book, Allen's Keynote, so that our next class will be interesting and it will be easy. So if there are no questions, we'll not waste time. Thank you for joining, and yeah, 1 second, there's a question. Sir, Madhusudan has a question. Improve eyesight because okay, fine. It's a very nice question asked by Madhusudan, but anyway, it's not relevant to Bravania. What he's trying to ask is, can we improve the eyesight? Okay. See, to be very honest, I have 1 or 2 cases where the eyesight got much better. We don't have any specific, remedy here. We give a constitutional remedy. With 1 or 2 cases, it was possible, but we cannot assure. It depends upon the case. Okay, but it is possible. If we can match and give the correct simillimum, anything in homeopathy is possible. Okay, but we need to be very careful before we commit to people, commit to our patients. Fine. Madhusudan, hope your question is answered. Any more questions? If you have no questions, thank you for joining, and next week we'll continue with prayer. Thank you.